The planet's #1 female golfer just gave an announcement that stunned the whole golf community, but it is not what you think. What goes on, everyone? Before we jump into this amazing story, ensure you smash that subscribe button since you do not want to miss stories like this. Today we are talking about Atthaya Thitikul's recent heartfelt revelation that has everyone talking, and trust me, this is one of the most authentic and touching moments in professional golf this year. So you might have seen the headlines, you might have heard the rumors, and I know what you are thinking. Is she leaving golf? Is she retiring? And the answer is no. But what she did say is something that connects with so many people.
But what she did say is something that resonates with so many people.
You mentioned it in your Golf Channel interview that you were home in Thailand and had the opportunity to feel like Gino off the golf course again. What does that look like to you? Like, what does Gino off the golf course mean?
Especially those of us who have lived far from home. Atthaya Thitikul, the 22-year-old phenom from Thailand who is presently dominating the LPGA Tour, as the world's #1 ranked female golfer, recently opened up about something incredibly personal. She spoke about what it is truly like living in the USA while her heart remains in Thailand.
I love going back to Thailand because sometimes here in US, I do have a house in Dallas, but I mean, like, it just still feel like you work.
And honestly, her honesty is refreshing.
And frankly, her honesty is refreshing. It is real, and it is something that makes her even more relatable than ever before. If you are already loving this story, hit that like button and let us keep going. Here is the thing, Gino has been incredibly successful in America. She has won millions of dollars. She has reached #1 in the world rankings. She is living the dream that so many professional golfers chase. But in a recent candid interview, she exposed something that many international athletes experience but rarely talk about publicly. She shared that while the USA has given her incredible chances and success, it does not quite feel like home. And that is not a criticism, it is just honest. She explained that no matter how long she stays in America for tournaments and training, there is a part of her that always feels like she is at work rather than truly at home.
There's a part of her that always feels like she's at work rather than truly at home.
On work, but once I going back to Thailand, I don't really think about like we still doing work. So I was just playing with my dogs. Have fun with, tracing my younger sister. Had a joke with my mom and dad, which is, kind of really nice of our mindset to like off golf.
But here's where it gets beautiful.
But here is where it gets beautiful. She spoke about how Thailand, her homeland, is where she finds true peace. It is where her family is. It is where she can just be Gino, not world #1 Atthaya Thitikul, the golfer. It is where she can enjoy her favorite Thai food, hang out with her family without the pressure of tournaments, and just breathe. And you know what? That is incredibly powerful and honest. Let me give you some context about why this revelation is so important. Gino has been traveling and competing internationally since she was 14 years old. That is when she became the youngest winner of a professional golf tournament in history. She turned professional at just 19 years old and immediately said goodbye to what she calls university life. The hangouts, the normal young adult experiences, all of that. When asked what she would have studied in college, she joked, "Which one is the easiest to finish? I want to experience like a hangout life, not learning life." But here is the deeper truth. Gino revealed that she made the decision very early to pursue golf professionally because of her family. She said, and I quote, "There is a lot of people behind me, so I just can't give up." She plays golf for her family, which is her first priority. She has earned over $113 million in her career and uses that money to take care of her parents, Montre and Surawan, and her sister back in Thailand. That is her why. That is what drives her every single day. Make sure you are subscribed because we are about to dive even deeper into this incredible story. What makes Gino's statement so powerful is that she is not complaining. She is not saying "I hate America" or "I want to quit." She is simply being honest about the reality of being an international athlete. She recently said, "The reason that I play golf is because of my family. My family is my first priority. That is why it is kind of reminding me every day that I have been here, that whatever ranking I am, whatever position that I finish in each tournament, I would be able to take care of them." Think about that for a second. She is out there grinding, competing at the highest level, dealing with pressure that most of us cannot even imagine, and she does it all because she loves her family so much that she is willing to be away from them to provide for them. During the off-season, Gino spends as much time as possible back in Thailand. She has talked about how she always loves the Asian swing of the LPGA Tour because, as she puts it, all good food, good vibes. She feels more at home when she is competing in Asia. She even bought a Mercedes-Benz in Thailand with her winnings because that is where she really lives in her heart, even though her job requires her to travel the world. Here is what makes this story even more amazing. Despite being the world's #1 ranked golfer and earning millions of dollars, Gino is still incredibly down-to-earth and relatable. After winning $4 million at the CME Group Tour Championship last year, the biggest prize in women's golf history, you know what she talked about? She talked about how expensive the Disney tickets were when she visited Disney World. As she said, "I think the Disney ticket was expensive. I do not know the hotels and everything. I was just like, wow, here is someone who just won $4 million and she is still thinking like a regular person about how much Disney costs. That is hilarious and adorable at the same time." She also talked about missing university life and wanting to experience normal things like hanging out with. When asked about being mature beyond her years, she said, "Life got me. Sometime I think golf got me to this kind of position, but sometime I am like a 5-year-old doing something stupid as always. That is real, that is genuine, and that is why fans absolutely love." If you are enjoying this wholesome content, share this video with your friends who need to hear this inspiring story. So let us be clear about what this announcement actually means for Gino's future. Absolutely nothing is changing professionally. She is still the world's #1 ranked female golfer. She is still competing at the highest level. She is still winning tournaments and making millions of dollars. She is still representing Thailand on the world stage with pride. What has changed is that she is being more open about the emotional reality of her life. She is helping people understand that you can be incredibly successful and still miss home. You can achieve your dreams and still feel homesick. You can love your career and still prioritize your family above everything else. In fact, this honesty might make her stronger as a competitor. When you know your why, when you know that every shot, every tournament, every win is for your family back home, that gives you a different kind of motivation and power. Gino continues to dominate the LPGA Tour. She recently won tournaments in 2024, including the massive $4 million CME Group Tour Championship victory. She is not slowing down, she is not backing off, and she is definitely not quitting. She is simply reminding us all that at the end of the day, golf is her job, but Thailand and her family, that is her home and her heart. There are so many beautiful lessons in Gino's story. First, it is okay to be honest about your feelings. You do not have to pretend everything is perfect all the time. Gino's vulnerability makes her more human, more relatable, and honestly, more inspiring. Second, success does not erase homesickness or the desire to be with loved ones. Even when you are #1 in the world at what you do, you can still miss home, and that is perfectly normal. Third, family first is a beautiful philosophy. Gino's entire career is driven by her love for her family and her desire to take care of them. That is not weakness, that is strength. Fourth, you can honor your roots while pursuing global dreams. Gino competes worldwide but never forgets where she came from. She proudly represents Thailand everywhere she goes. And finally, being authentic is powerful. In a world where athletes often give PR polished answers, Gino's genuine, honest personality shines through. Whether she is talking about expensive Disney tickets or missing Thai food, she is real. So let us clear up any confusion. Gino Tertz is not quitting golf. She is not leaving the LPGA Tour. She is not retiring or stepping away. What she is doing is being refreshingly honest about the sacrifices that come with being a professional athlete. She is sharing her truth about missing home while chasing her dream. She is reminding us that you can be successful and homesick at the same time. Gino continues to inspire millions of people, not just with her incredible golf skills, but with her authenticity, her family values, and her genuine personality. She is proving that you can be the best in the world at what you do while still being humble, real, and connected to what matters most. family. So the next time you see Gino competing on the LPGA Tour, remember, you are not just watching a golfer, you are watching someone who is playing for something much bigger than trophies and prize money. You are watching someone who is playing for love, for family, and for the people back home who believe in her. If this story touched your heart, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with everyone who needs to hear this inspiring message. Hit that notification bell so you never miss content like this. What do you think about Gino's honest revelation? Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you have similar experiences of missing home while pursuing your dreams? Let us have a conversation in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, it is okay to chase your dreams and miss home at the same time. That is what makes us human. See you in the next video.